Hi everyone, it's Nuria at Vintiquity, and today I've got another haul video for you from a thrifting expedition that I made out to Nanaimo in October of last year. So it's been a few months. These items need to get out of here. I need to price them and bring them to the antique mall, or just bring them onto the floor in the store. So let's start with pretty little item that I should have maybe left behind. This is a raccoon bird. He is damaged. He's been repaired, and he probably had another bit of damage at Value Village. Sometimes they're just not really careful with them. It does have a little cork on the bottom. It says made in Canada, but I haven't really been able to make out what the other words are. I don't know if that's the name of the cork manufacturer, or if that is actually, it belongs to this beautiful raccoon bird. I don't know if he'll survive outside. I'm going to do a little bit of research, and if he does, then he'll go outside in my garden. If he doesn't, I might just put some lacquer on him and then put him outside as nice garden decor. So at the Value Village, I spent $151. There were 18 items that I purchased. It may sound like a lot, but a lot of these items are actually going to probably give me probably 4 times my money if I put all of this together. Now I've got a nice silhouette on glass. I did not pay $18.50 for it. It says as is, and I looked it over and I just couldn't see anything wrong with the silhouette on itself, but maybe they were talking about the back, perhaps. Not quite sure why it says as is, but these used to sell for about $18.50, maybe not so much right now, and I didn't pay anywhere near that. I've got nice vintage, probably 1980s ceramic. This one's got a nice little gold ribbing on it, I guess. I'm not sure if that's what you would call that. And it is marked on the bottom, MES, and made in Canada. Now this little guy, he is Catherine's collection, and I believe the designer for these pieces, his name is Wayne Kleske. I've sold this guy before on eBay. I think I got $35 for him. Not sure if I'll put it on eBay again, because it did take a while to sell it, or if I'll just take it up to the antique mall. He does need to be dusted, so he was been sitting on somebody's shelf for a long time. Another piece of pottery that I have is this nice cobalt blue glaze pottery. It is signed on the bottom. It says AG. So I'll have to look up who that is, but it's a nice little piece to sit on your table. I love the shape of this one. And another piece of pottery that I got, because you know I love pottery, and so do people who go shopping at the antique mall. This actually is really quite nice. The glaze is beautiful, and it is marked KBT February 1894, and then there's like a number on the bottom as well. That might be the mold number for this piece. I'll have to do research on this guy, but he's going up to the antique mall because that's where I sell most of my pottery items. And we have a modern piece from Pier 1. Now, modern pieces, I generally don't pick up because that's not the business I'm in, but if it's decorative, I will pick it up, especially when it's something decorative and cute like this. It will serve as a planter. Yeah. Another little piece that I got was, or is, uh, this little trinket dish. It's got fish on it, except I'm showing the fish upside down. Little fish on them. That's the reason why I picked it up. It's a really nice size. It's small. It would sit on anyone's table. You can put change in it. You can put your rings in there. It does have a mark on the bottom, but I really just could not make it out. It's a bird, and I'll take a better picture of it and post it on here. A bird with a T in the middle of the bird. Not sure who made it. My one thing that I don't know anything about is probably Asian pottery or Asian items. But this one is a nice little small ginger jar, and it's got, I believe those are cherry blossoms probably. It does have one tiny bit of damage right on the lip in here, and it's also missing the lid. I've seen these actually where people are actually putting a piece of cork in it, so that would work as well. But it would also make a beautiful little vase for short flowers. The only thing that I remember somebody telling me years ago is if the lip at the bottom is deep, that generally indicates a little bit older piece. Now, how much older, I don't know. So if anybody knows anything about these, please let me know. Itala, very popular. I've got one customer who buys pretty much all the Itala items that I bring to him. So I'm gonna take a picture of this, send it to him, and ask him if he's interested. Unfortunately, there was only one. I wish there had been more, but it was the only one that was on the shelf that day. Some more 1980s pottery. Now look at the face on this little creature. Like that is just, that's beautiful. That's really, really nice. He's not marked. It is ceramic. There's no mark on the bottom, but he's quite nice. And I've got another piece here of ceramic. It does probably need a bit of a cleaning, but it's a nice planter. Oh, and it's got a little chip on the inside. I don't think that much matters. It's quite small. It's got a hole on one side, and it is marked made in Japan. That one I'll clean up and I'll bring it up to the antique mall. I have a bit more luck up there selling 1980s items. Not so much here. It's for my store. I think people are actually coming in more for the antiques, which they're hard to come by, but thankfully 100 years isn't that long ago. One more, no, I've got two more items to show. Not generally what I pick up. I mean, I used to sell a lot of clothing on eBay, and I still do actually. That's mainly what I sell on eBay. I don't really show what I buy of clothing unless it's like vintage clothing, but sometimes I'll pick up the odd jean. Now, these are chaps. And it says it is original custom leather by Linda from Delta, BC. The leather is really nice. I'm not sure what I'm going to price them at. I mean, I did pay up a little bit for them. I tried them on. They fit me. And I was thinking if I go on a motorcycle ride, I'm hoping that this will keep me a little bit warmer, especially when we're coming into the cooler seasons. And the last item that I have is this beautiful lampshade. Look at those roses. I paid $8 for the lampshade because I sell lamps, and a lot of times I'll buy a lamp even if it doesn't have the shade, depending on what it looks like. And there's some really beautiful lamps that need beautiful lampshades like this. I shouldn't have a problem either selling it as just a lampshade, or if I find the perfect lamp for it, I shouldn't have a problem selling that lamp. So that was all. This haul is now going to get priced. It is going to go to mainly, I think, to the antique mall with most of these pieces. And we'll see you on my next video, which should be in the next couple of days. I've got a jewelry rhinestone show on Whatnot on Tuesday. I'm going to start loading the items that I have for sale. There's going to be low-end rhinestone, mid-end rhinestone, and high-end rhinestone jewelry. I will be putting in some Sherman pieces in there. I'll see what else I can dig out of my jewelry hoard, and I'll put them on there. So if you are interested in costume jewelry, please make sure you check out my links below, because I am going to be selling off. I think I'm probably going to end up putting 5 Sherman pieces in there. Some of them are sets, and they're not going to start on a low end of the bidding, but I'm sure some people who are collectors may not have seen some of these pieces that I'm actually going to be selling. So they'll be up there. You can pre-bid, and make sure you join. I'm going to put my invite link in there. You get a $10 credit, and that might help a little bit with the purchasing, if not with the shipping, because I think you can use it for that as well. I mean, once you purchase an item, it's just going to completely deduct from your total price. Yeah. And please subscribe, like, and comment below if you know anything about any of these pieces that I may have missed. That would be awesome. Thanks so much for joining, and we'll see you on my next video.